torch is dedicated to shining a light on lesser known topics, organisations or even events. There are so many incredible people in our community doing wondrous things and providing a voice for those that may be marginalised or in need of extra care and attention. And the Girlfriend Hour is all about helping support and raise awareness of these initiatives. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our next guest. Justine Whitchurch, an author, a fitness and wellness coach, and a recovering alcoholic. Justine has come on an incredible journey from alcoholism and mental health issues to a thriving entrepreneur. And now she's all about paving it forward and helping others really experience the benefits of physical health, mental health, and self-worth through sobriety. Please welcome to the GFH couch, the amazing, the strong, Justine Whitchurch. Justine, can you tell us about your incredible business and your mission to pay forward the gift of wellness and coaching for women?
Sure. So my business, I always find it difficult to put in a nutshell exactly what my business is, but it evolved and it came to fruition through my own recovery. So I found that health and fitness was the core foundation of me being well. And I started writing and blogging about my recovery journey. And I found that I had an audience and that people were listening, and all of a sudden I was getting messages about, women saying, oh, I feel like I'm you. I'm in that position now, or I've been there, or I'm getting there, and I don't know how to get out. So that I don't know how to get out was what made me realise, I guess, inspired and propelled me to start writing more and starting to coach women through health and fitness and create programs that allowed them to gain the strength to actually get out of their own set of circumstances, so to speak.
And I love that it was through an exercise that you started to rebuild your self-worth. Talk us through that transformation.
Yeah, so an exercise, it was honestly, and it still astounds me, it was a by-the-way comment by my psychologist during my rehab period actually, and he said, look, I think you should start exercising. And I was pretty much ticking every box that they wanted me to at that particular time. I wasn't a willing participant, but I started exercising regularly. I was going to the gym, setting myself little challenges, and they were small, but I realised that with everything that I did physically and every milestone that I achieved physically, there was some kind of mental shift as well. And I was gaining strength and momentum, and it was just incredible correlation between physical wellness and psychological wellness. And it just became, I call it my foundation of wellness. So everything else just flowed on from that, and it still is today. It's it was getting sober, it's staying sober, it's having a life where I feel like I've got a modicum of control. So,
and you're a mother of two, and
yep.
How has your family been supportive through your journey through sobriety?
It's interesting. I think when people see you getting well, everybody gets on board. Well, I'd like to think so. But my family have been so incredibly supportive. My husband did a 360 life change. He's fitter than I am. He's at the gym 6 times a week, and he still drinks occasionally, but that was massively reduced. My children were youngish at the time, but they were just even though they didn't understand exactly what was going on, they knew whatever I was doing was making me well. So my entire family, extended family as well, were super supportive. If I couldn't get to the gym because I had the kids, they were quick to volunteer. I'll have the kids now so you can go to the gym, because they knew these were the things, the integral parts of what were keeping me on track, and they just wanted to keep me well. So I've been really one of the fortunate ones and had a really large support network that's got me through and continues to this day. So yeah.
And it takes a village, doesn't it? Give her a round of applause like that. Whether you're going through your journey or any journey, it takes a village, and it's asking for help as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
is that a big part of it?
It is. It is asking for help, and depending on where you're at in your journey, can be a complex thing to do, but definitely.
And have you heard of Seedlip? Tell us about your thoughts around that brand.
Yeah, look, there's great. Anything that I see as being an alternative to drinking is great. I'm a real advocate for trying to change the dialogue around what is normal drinking and is it normal to drink. It doesn't have to be. And I think that, the alcohol-free drinks are great for people that potentially still feel like they want to be social in that respect. I'm not great with things like that sometimes, because for me, depending on what it is, can be a little bit of a trigger. Some things aren't, but I think it's a brilliant alternative, and it does create an option for people that want to go out and still have something in their hand, and especially those that love the taste of alcohol. Why not? Much healthier alternative.
Definitely. And tell us about the women that you work with. What are some of the things that they come to you with, and how do you help them?
Yeah, look, they range in regards to their adversities that they've got at the time. But I think the overwhelming theme is that they've lost control of their life in some shape or form. I intrinsically, I attract, my clients tend to have alcohol issues, which is fine. It's what I'm good at. I'm not good at fixing, but I'm a lived expert. So I think the outcomes that they get from working with me on my programs or listening to me speak or reading my book are that once they adopt a lifestyle that's based around health and fitness, and that part's really looked after, they tend to then not want to drink as much, or don't feel like drinking as much, or drinking then becomes adverse to whatever else they want to do. So it's like it's shifting that perspective, and for them that could be weight loss, that could be being nicer to their children because they haven't got a hangover 24/7. It could be being motivated enough to exercise, having better abilities in their current jobs. So I think we totally underestimate the impact that alcohol has, even in small amounts, on our everyday life. So gaining control physically, psychologically, and then the byproducts are weight loss, weight gain, whatever it might be for you, they just come as a result.
Fantastic. And Justine, I think we could really talk a lot longer about this topic with you.
Yep.
What's one piece of advice as we wrap up today for anyone watching at home or in our audience that you could give them around self-love?
Yes, that's an interesting one. Self-love and self-care. We talk about self-care all the time. My take on that is you actually have to have the self-love to do the self-care. And that's sometimes hard when you don't love yourself very much. But I think it's being able to pull on the external forces and the things in your life that need you to be the best version of you when you don't love yourself enough, and to look at those and find something that is going to help you be that particular person. So, self-care and self-love, they're all the basic things, looking after your health, mental, physical, all of that type of thing. But as cliche as it is, you got to put on the oxygen mask first. And as women, we're built to nurture and to look after others first, and we're no good to anybody if we're not taking care of who we are before we pass anything on.
That's so true. So look after yourself before you look after anyone else.
Yes.
Justine Whitchurch, thank you so much for being on our
You're
show
welcome.
today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you loving the Girlfriend Hour so far? We hope you've been inspired by the wonderful women you've seen sharing their stories. Do you have an inspiring story of your own to share? We're looking for magic just like yours. Be featured in Feminescence magazine and start your own exciting media journey. Join many other fabulous women who've been profiled in Feminescence magazine. Unlock access to an international audience, propel your career, and expand your network. Make today the day you back yourself. What are you waiting for? Visit feminescence.com.au to find out more.